clear takeoff.
Wind check 06012.
Right, thank you. Switch, rolling, now.
Well, a very, very good afternoon, gang, and welcome along to this Sunday afternoon show. The time just coming up to 12:30 UK time. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Thank you very, very much for joining myself and the rest of the gang in the chat room right over here with Airshow World. We'll tell you what's coming up in just a moment.
Low for approximately 30 Mike.
You're clear takeoff and display. The surface wind is 07012.
We certainly are. And what's coming up for you? Well, to start the show off, we're going to go, it's mainly going to be based around the Swiss, around Switzerland and what have you. But we've also got some videos coming up a little bit later from the Royal International Air Tattoo. But without further ado, let's start the show off. And going in cockpit, that's what we're going to be doing right now with the Swiss aerobatic team. So here we go. Here they are, the Patrouille Suisse. And you'll see in the background some absolutely beautiful scenery as they fly through the fantastic, should we say, countryside of Switzerland. In a moment, we're going to switch to an actual air show from Switzerland back in 1997. So quite a bit coming up this afternoon. So sit back, enjoy, and to start off with, let's go in cockpit with this fabulous display team. Here we go. And while we're watching this, of course, I'll say hi to everybody in the chat room. So a very, very good afternoon to you all. Lee Davis. Hey, Lee. Thank you very much for that very kind donation that you sent across. Much, much appreciated. So thank you. Chris. Hi, Chris. Gary Luckton saying afternoon all. Who else? Jazzy John, Paul Keys. The Wind 1960. Good morning, he says, from Central New York, USA. Who else have we got? Paul Keys. Yep. Phoebe Stern. Hello, Phoebe. Wonderful to have you on this afternoon. John Robinson. Owen. Barry West. There we go, giving us one of those. Hands up and a big clap. Thank you, my boy. Paul Keys. Jack Salmons. Hey. That says, hi, Stuart, how are you? We're pretty good, my man. Thank you for joining us. Hey, look at the mountains in the background here. Absolutely stunning. Now, in a short while, we're going to have a look at an air... What? It's an actual air show. I think you say Sion, S-I-O-N. And actually flying in the valley, but you can see all the mountains in the background. It was a special air show from 97, as we said. So please enjoy that, coming up very, very soon. Peter Colebrook. Hey, Peter is going to be featured this Friday night on Meet the Fans. Don't you dare miss it, okay? Who else have we got? Mark Webster. Hi to you. Flight Radar 27. Keep the messages coming in, gang. And who else have we got? PJ says, hi, Phoebe. So as you can see, some beautiful, beautiful countryside. And also, coming up a little bit later, we'll show you one of the Bears DVDs that we used to make, produce, and you know, all that good stuff. And it was a DVD that we did back in 2006. So we'll be playing that just a little bit later in the show. So give you an idea of what some of the DVDs are actually like that we used to produce. So stay with us. Look at this. And this particular video was very kindly sent across by the Swiss aerobatic team. Actually, the commander sent this across to my good self, and so thank you very much to them. Way back in, goodness, when did they send this? I think it was 2001, so literally just been in the archives of Airshow World, so I thought, hey, well, it's about time we showed some of you guys what Airshow World have got hidden away. And boy, oh boy, we keep capturing these videos, and so much more to come in the next, well, next few years. We've got enough video to keep going for a long, long time. So, hey, and of course, we'll be out again doing live streams from the airports and all that sort of stuff very, very soon. GB Model Zone, hi. Hey, don't forget tonight to join GB Model Zone. That's Gordon and the gang with the Sprue Surgeon. It's a YouTube channel, Sprue Surgeon, and that's at 7 o'clock. So if you're into your models and all that sort of thing, your kits, certainly join them. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying the countryside as much as anything with this in-cockpit video footage that the Patrouille Suisse sent across. It's country. I just love it. I love the Alps. A marvellous, marvellous part of the world. Hey, if you're watching this right now, we're going out on 2 streams. We're going out on the YouTube, which is where we're talking to all these fantastic folks in the chat room. And also, we're going out on Facebook at this very moment. So if you're watching this on Facebook, don't forget, hey, if you want to join in, just pop over to YouTube, and it's simple enough to find. It's Airshow World. And while you're watching this, and if you're enjoying it, don't forget, I normally say this, if you could be so kind enough to share it as much as possible. So it's always great to get as many folks live on the shows while we can say hi to them. You can always watch these back, of course, but hey, it's even better when it's actually when I can say hello to everybody. So basically what it is, we're live from the edit room doing the editing of videos, but literally what we're really doing is putting our hands into the archives of Airshow World with the many, many different aircraft that videos and everything that we've managed to get over the last almost 40 years. Can you believe it? So that's how far. Around about 35 years I can go back. I should have captured a still off that little bit, shouldn't I, hey? And done the little bit where we guessed the cockpit. That would have been a bit tricky, wouldn't it, hey? Guessing the cockpit of this aircraft. But anyway, a little bit of information about the Patrouille Suisse. They were originally founded back on August the 22nd, 1964. And way back then, they had 4 Hawker Hunters. And 2 displays were flown in 1968 with the Dassault Mirages. And then they kept flying the Hawker Hunters. And in fact, we've got some video footage of that. It's not coming up on today's show, but I think it was from, let me think, was it Woodford or Finningley? So we'll be showing that over the next couple of weeks when they were using Hawker Hunters. And let's see what else we've got to tell you about them. around about 1994, they moved over to using the aircraft that you're looking at right now, which was the Northrop F5E Tigers. And in around about 1996, that's when they started using the smoke, giving it the smoke on go and all the rest of it. So wonderful display team. And as I say, they used to use hunters, so we're not showing it today, but we will show over the next week or two a display when they use those hunters. So hey, it's all coming up over the next few weeks. And as always, if you are new, don't forget, do the subscribe to Airshow World and hit the bell icon. All right, so much appreciated. Meanwhile, back to the chat room, keep saying hi to everybody. Who have we got? Phil Tovey. Hello, Phil. Nice to see you, my man. He's over in Warwick. And going through Julie. Yep, she is up there, like up north. She doesn't speak like that at all because she lives near Liverpool. So, Julie, thank you very much. Also, look at this shot here. Going straight down to the airfield. Love that. Whoa. Yes, Julie has been working hard, and with the rest of the Airshow World fans, what they've done, they've created this great Facebook page. And if you'd like to check that out, you can put photographs, videos, all sorts of good stuff. And that's on the Facebook, and it's called Airshow World Fan Page, okay? And obviously, with Airshow World has got its own page as well. But the great thing about the Airshow World fan page is it's an actual group, so you can join in and chat and do all sorts of good stuff. So hey, certainly check that out. All right, we've got just a couple of more minutes of this, and then we're going to go and have a look at some airshow video footage, taking you back to 1997 in Switzerland. Oh, with those beautiful mountains for the backdrop. So hey, keep on watching. And hey, I hope you can't hear what I'm doing at the moment, but yeah, I've got a good old cup of tea of the my favourite coconut tea. Oh, loving it, absolutely. Coming up tomorrow, just before we go to the next item, we have that great series, which, wow, I'm loving it, and I hope you guys will too. What it is, it's Yeovilton, right? Going back to 1994, and it's a really special bit of an... not exactly an air show, but what it was the 50th anniversary of D-Day. Do apologise, that's the wrong video. Let's get the right one. Okay, back to plenty of sound with the F-18. I will whiz this video on in just a moment, okay? So, but yes, tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. UK time, we'll be taking you back to 1994, okay? So, make sure you join us for that, for Yeovilton. There we go, there's the crowd, there the mountains, there the aircraft. And we will see them flying in just a moment. So yes, on this video, it was our intrepid video man, our very own James, went over to Switzerland, and we have got some beautiful footage coming up for you. So very old video this, 1997, gosh. So that's why it's in the old format, if you like. It took on, I believe it's high 8. I captured this just recently, managed to restore it, and I think it's coming out pretty well. I don't think I do have anything from Warrington there, Phil, but I'll check with James and see what he says, because he's got all sorts stuffed all over the house, you know, where he lives. Videos everywhere. Okay, let's move this along just a little bit, just to get to the aircraft. Here we go. So we'll keep, while we haven't got the engine sounds yet, just the background of the people and what have you. The birds singing, you can probably hear that. You might even be able to hear Julie Andrews somewhere in those mountains. Right, so messages. What have we got? Jazzy John. Oh yeah, don't miss that that in-cockpit stuff. Goodness gracious, if you're late turning up, hey, where have you been? Whatever time you turn up, it's always a pleasure, but you can always rewind this and watch it again later or whatever. But Artek, nice to see you, my man. And oh, let's release this message. There we go. There's the email address where you can contact the bear if you want to take part in Meet the Fans, which is something we do on a Friday night. And this Friday with hey, what we told you we've got coming up this Friday. And that's our very own Peter Colbrook, who's he is on here a lot. So what did he say? Pass me a sick bag quick. Ooh. You would feel like that, wouldn't you, in the back of that F5 Tiger. That's me dropping my mug. Oh, you'd like this mug. It's a proper China one with a Spitfire on. So that's the other display team that the Swiss have with the PC7s, is it? And as you can see, with an F-18 as well. So some great video footage coming up here with those mountains. And Julie very rightly says, what did she say? Friday night, get involved, meet the fans, drop a short bio and a few pics for Stu. Alright, so send them across. That's all you need, okay? A few photographs. Doesn't have to be about aircraft all the time. Just whatever. If you watch Airshow World and you enjoy it, it'd be great to meet you and see what you're up to. You know, see what things you like doing. Other folks we've had live on the show before, we've had Phoebe Stern, who loves going up to Manchester with a camera and what have you. Takes a few videos as well. And she's got a YouTube channel. So Phoebe, keep it up. Hopefully you may be able to go over there after Wednesday. So good luck with that. We'll start to turn the volume up of the aircraft in just a moment as they start to approach. Hey, nice one, Phoebe. Phoebe says, I'm wearing my mum's jogging pants and trainers. You and me both. Oh, you should see me. Only joking. I wondered what that nice smell was, Artek. Cooking lunch in the background, guys, so in and out of the chat. That's all right. Now, before we really got into all this YouTube stuff, used to put the videos onto DVD, and we're going to show you one of the DVDs that the sort of thing we used to make, all right? So quick mention going out to Lima EM Flight Simulators. Greetings, bro. Currently I'm watching other live streams. Hey, whoa, hey, just stay with Airshow World, all right? Now this certainly is the sort of air show you'd want to be at. I mean, that backdrop is just incredible. Here we go, nice slow pass from the F-18. The main man, Elvis, is in the room. Elvis, great to see you, and thanks for joining the Facebook group. Got to keep mentioning these great folks in between the sounds. So I mentioned going out to Yorkshire Pud 63. Hey Yorkshire Pud, I saw you the other day on another YouTube channel. It was a young lady by the sounds of it, and she was right next to a railway. I think it was somewhere, looked like North Midlands, probably Nottingham area, Baseford I think. And she was doing a great job, chatting away to everybody, but didn't see many trains. I saw plenty of sheep, but she was doing a great job. So I can't remember her name, but good luck to you, and I think it's great what you're doing, so keep it up. I should have made a note of her YouTube channel so I could give it a mention. JCB 67, good day from Tennessee. That's where he's from. Not me. Thank you, Yorkshire Pud. He said it was from Crewe. Well, there you go, you see. I saw you in the chat room. I even put a quick message in saying, hello, everyone. You know, if I had a chance to go to this air show, I think I'd have to go up in those hills, pick my spot, and just imagine the video footage you could actually get. In fact, I can't remember who it actually is, but one of the guys on YouTube, I believe that's where he went a couple of years ago. But this is more than a couple of years ago. This is way back in 1997. where James went over to Switzerland and caught this absolutely wonderful, wonderful air show. And if you're enjoying this, we have something very, very similar. I think it was possibly the same airbase, but it was the, I think it was the 40th anniversary of the Hunters. So that's another video which we will dig out for you in the very, very near future. In the background, you can see the red arrows, so they should be coming up pretty soon. The red arrows in the Swiss Alps. Couldn't be better. Meet the fans every Friday night on the Friday Night Live from the Edit Room show. And here you go. Here's the link. So if you would like to take part in Meet the Fans, that's all you got to do. Drop the bear and emails. Okay? In the subject, just put Meet the Fans, a little bit of information about yourself, photographs, maybe some video links, you know, YouTube channels, whatever you want to do. So you know this, you know the score. That's how you get in touch with the bear. Don't worry if I don't get in touch immediately. I will certainly get back to you in the very near future. We've got around about 2 months worth of shows lined up. So if you do send one now, it'll be sometime in January, towards the end of January, when we get you on the show. All right. And who knows what Airshow World will be doing then.
Se présente maintenant droit devant le public pour éclater en 2 formations de 4 avions, ce qu'on appelle le Grande. Attention, et top. Verfolgen Sie die links liegende Formation. Sie werden auch hier wieder den schnellen, präzisen Formationswechsel mitverfolgen können. Und zwar der Wechsel von der Formation Mini-Diamant zur Formation Corona. Suivez la formation de gauche et vous pouvez à nouveau observer le changement rapide de formation. Ici, le changement de la formation Mini-Diamant.
Well, old James is doing his bit. Looks like he's going round the static.
Voilà qui va se faire.
Taking rivets by the looks of it.
Hier sehen Sie den sauberen Formationswechsel. Und da fliegen Sie ein.
What a crowd, what a backdrop, and we've got lots more flying displays coming up. Andrew, nice one. Andrew Austin says, blimey, hello again. You're working overtime. Yeah, it's the weekend.
Mais ne craignez rien, cher public, la présentation n'est pas encore finie. Le show aérien du PCC Team continue.
Cloud Dancer 9, Red Arrows, top 3 show teams ever. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see the Red Arrows pretty soon. And if you're watching this and you're on the Facebook right now, it's going out at the same time, obviously, on Airshow World on the YouTube channel. So if you want to join us over there, please do right now. You can join in with all the chat in the chat room, and when you pop over, put a message in the chat box and we'll say hi. Let us know whereabouts in the world you are and we'll give you a special mention. So
La société Novomar qui une version qui est plus grande
utilisera des avions de croisière, des abrogeurs puissants, effectuera tous les camions vacances rue des Vertéations, à l'aide d'appareils de TA déployés 733 heures, effectuera tous les marchés de vol à destination de Palerme et de Tunis, ainsi que de Verona et Ibiza. Pensez-y lors de l'organisation de vos vacances. Sur 24 pour tous vos travaux de levage des secours routiers. Appelez 7 jours sur 7 Patrouille autobus au 0669. Remercions cette jeune entreprise valaisanne pour sa collaboration à Airshow 97. Et bien sûr que pour voler votre station de service partout en Suisse, la moelle, c'est le fournisseur exclusif de kérosène de l'international Airshow de Sion. La moelle toujours au port, c'est la performance. Le pont d'Anvers, il y a la rencontre de la côte, le radiochiffrement de la Tandis que les appareils de la deuxième génération, comme le recycler par exemple, ont la possibilité de tirer en
So there you go, Andrew. Just letting Andrew know whereabouts in Switzerland this is. I'm not 100% sure of the pronunciation, but it's Sion, S-I-O-N. And what you're looking at is an air show they had back in 1997. I'd like to be in those chalets up there right now. What a view they would be getting. There you go, Julie. So you should be able to add some links without a problem, all right? And if you see anybody misbehaving, you can you know what to do. All right, Julie. Hey, great to see Costas again. Costas, nice to see you from over there in Greece. Thank you for joining us. So Lee and everybody else, thank you very much for all your very kind donations that you gave over, well, Friday and yesterday. Much appreciated. So thank you very, very much.
L'importance de l'ensemble, ce raccord entre elle et le fuselage, vous le trouverez aussi sur le F-18.
Thank you there, Julie.
De manière très facile à observer sur le...
Yeah, sometimes I'm just a little bit busy to notice all of the messages, so you'll be doing me a big favor.
À l'atterrissage, le F-16 des forces aériennes néerlandaises. Aux mains du capitaine de l'escadrille 322 basée à Neuve-Argonne. Dans le cadre de cette air-condition où non seulement il s'agit de faire la démonstration de la coopération entre les aéronautiques civiles et militaires, mais aussi de la coopération entre les forces aériennes civiles.
Hey, you know what, guys? I haven't seen our James yet. So, James, if you're out there, put a message in, my boy. I don't know what James is doing today, but if you're out there, James, I hope you're having a great day. And what a wonderful bit of videoing you took on this video. So in case you didn't realise, literally what I've been doing just recently is going through the Airshow World Archives, these thousands and thousands of tapes and goodness knows how many hours, and putting them in the machine. Got this fabulous little machine that it doesn't just restore them, it also sort of upscales them as well. So we're getting the video footage probably better than it was back in 1997 from the tapes. Obviously you get the occasional tape which doesn't behave, where it's lost its, you get little black marks around the edges, but nothing you can do about that. But I'm making sure we capture as many of these at the moment before they deteriorate anymore. So certainly hope you're enjoying some of these shows where we go back in time and it's live from the edit room. You're with the bear. So there you go. You're in the valleys and it's still 1,581 feet. Wow, that's pretty high up. Right, what's coming up next? So I'd imagine on the tips of those mountains, it's probably around about 7,000 feet up. Cloud Dancer 9, yeah, he does something very similar. Restores the old videos. It's quite a consuming job, isn't it, Cloud Dancer, off tapes, but it's great to see this old footage.
Qui emporte tous le matériel et tous les mécaniciens qui sont venus assister les Red Arrows dans leur présentation, qui va s'aligner pour le décollage.
Oh, Hispana!
Qui se préparent, les avions. Les Red Arrows, vous aurez plus tard dans l'après-midi une présentation par un officier central de l'armée de l'air suédoise qui me permettra de vous donner plus d'informations sur cet appareil.
And a little bit later in the show, we'll show you what one of my DVDs actually looks like, okay? It's a DVD that we used to put out from the air shows. I used to do the videos, and my daughters, they used to do the photographs, so we will show you later what that actually looks like. And that's going to be from Fairford, 2006.
Au décollage des protocolaires et qui décolle en 3 sections, en 3 vagues. Si la piste protocolaire, vous aurez pu décoller en 2 vagues de 5, mais là, malheureusement, ils vont devoir se répartir en 3 vagues, ce qui va rien changer à la qualité du programme. Préparez-vous à vivre des moments inoubliables avec les presses tricolores.
And just while we're waiting for the tricky lorry to take off, a quick mention to anybody that's watching this right now on the anywhere on Facebook. Great to see you out there. Basically what it is, you're with the Bear here live from the edit room, and we're going back in time, playing some of the video footage from the archives of Airshow World. But if you really want to join in on all the fun and what have you, and put the messages into the chat box, just pop over to Airshow World on YouTube channel right now. Put a message in the chat room, and of course we'll say hi. Peter Colebrook, what does he say? Can you advertise your CDs on the online shop? I don't think so, but hey, I'll play one of the DVDs in a bit and see if you what you think about them, okay? So I'm open to ideas, all right? So stay tuned for that.
Eletto a voi, a nome dell'Italia, a nome dell'Aeronautica Unità Italiana, la pattuglia acrobatica delle frecce Patrouille. Delle programme il stop del looping adesso è a 1500 metri, la pattuglia scende.
And thank you to Julie. There we go. She just put a link into the chat room on the YouTube channel of Airshow World, and that's how you get to the Facebook group. All right. And that Facebook group that the Airshow World fans have set up, it's called Airshow World Fan Page. Simple as that. So wherever you're watching, hey, consider joining that. You can put photographs, videos, the chat, and all stuff. All put together by the fans of Airshow World. So thank you, gang. Look at this. And with the snow on the mountains in the background, that shows you how high those mountains are. From memory, I think this show was around about the 8th of June, 1997. Mr. Flight Sim himself, that's Awash 2004, says, hey Stu, and everybody else watching on Airshow World. Good to see you in the chat room on Airshow World YouTube. Lima wants to know, when does this show end? Well, I'll have a think about that one. Well, to be honest, we'll probably be with you throughout the whole afternoon, okay, till around about 4 o'clock, okay? So, hey, pop in and pop out and have a cup of tea, have your dinner, whatever. But if you do miss anything, you can always rewind it, watch it later, just get to the bits you want to see. Hey, but it'll be even better if you stay with us. Now that's a shot. Stunning. Wow. I love that. So, currently watching the Frecce Tricolori at this wonderful air show over in Switzerland.
quella della bomba. Sono 9 gli aeroplani. Pattuglia, diamante per tutti coloro che vogliono ricordare non soltanto nel loro cuore ma anche con la loro macchina fotografica una splendida occasione per fotografare le frecce tricolori. Un'occasione come foto la Patrouille di la grande C'est la gauche des solos montre au minimum de vitesse pour les fourvoles du solo.
And coming in for what they call the crazy flight. And here we go, the final fly past. Smoke on as the solo goes through. You'll see the colour smoke change, and normally in the background you hear Pavarotti.
Quindi tante grazie a voi di averci invitati, di aver potuto.
And with a very, very proud Italian flag. Wow. Yeah, all the crowd loving that, and I certainly hope you are as well. What a fabulous display in the valleys with the mountains all around. Wonderful stuff. That's the Frecce Tricolori, and there's more national aerobatic teams coming up pretty soon, including, you remember at the beginning of this show we started off with in-cockpit footage of the Patrouille Suisse. They'll be coming along just a little bit later. And if you missed that in cockpit footage, wow, make sure you rewind the video later or rewatch it. Something you don't want to miss. Aha, Erwin, now you think that's the Airshow World logo. Have a bigger, closer look at Airshow World logo. You will find out it's not the Tricolori. Can you work out what display team? There you go, here's a quick quiz for you. Just for fun. What display team do I use on the Airshow World logo? There we go. And it's definitely not the Tricolori.
Voilà, et bien après ces évolutions spectaculaires, ces évolutions.
So that's got the old brain cells ticking over, isn't it? What display team? The Airshow World logo. So think about that one while we look at the German Tornado. Not the Patrouille de France, no, they use Alpha Jets. The aircraft are the same as the Tricolori, the Aeromacchi MB339s.
Regardez bien, passage sur
Hey, you know what, Julie? I think they're struggling with this one. I think we've stumped them this time. I'm sure somebody will come up with the answer. Haha, you've got it spot on there, Erwin. Of course it is. It's the Team Alpha San. And the actual logo picture for Airshow World, of course, it was taken by my daughter. That was taken by Heather at the Royal International Air Tattoo when the Alpha San came over. I think it was around about 2000 and... around about 2010, 2011. And of course, that very picture, the logo, is on all the merchandise. So, hey, if you haven't checked that out, Christmas, come on, Christmas is coming up. So, in the video, you should see, there should be a row of merchandise that you can get from, direct from YouTube. Things like mugs, t-shirts, and of course sweatshirts. Oh, and a face mask, which goes in quite handy, especially to cover my face up. People keep saying, hey Stu, when are you going to do a reveal so we know what you look like? Tell you what, when I do that, I'll make sure I've got it on. What was the question? John Robinson asks. Well, I was waiting for John to put the answer in because I knew John would know. The question was, John, what was the name of the display team that we use on the Airshow World logo?
possibilité de tir plus éclairé. De près de 15 mètres. Et il y a parfaitement pour le pilote.
Absolutely loving that display. There we go. I'm going to type it into the chat box. That aircraft.
Pour le cas par exemple des Américains, ils sont obligés d'avoir en interprétation de char le Apache, la 64, et d'avoir ensuite comme de script, eh bien le Black Hawk, ou éventuellement le Stallion. Que l'hélicoptère se rapproche un petit peu de 24
There we go. Extremely scary looking helicopters. Do you imagine? Hey, seeing three of those coming directly at you in anger. What a fabulous sight though. With those fabulous helicopters and also that backdrop. Wow. That's twice I've said wow in 2 minutes. I do apologise, but I certainly enjoyed that, and I hope you guys did too. Don't forget, do your bit for Airshow World. Don't forget, yes, we need you. Keep on sharing the video. Let's get as many folks on the Sunday afternoon show, as many as possible. The more folks we get, the more I think, yep, it's certainly worth putting the time and effort to put these videos together, recapture them, and literally do these live shows for you. Now, this is the French aerobatic team coming up right now. In their Alpha Jets. Thank you, Erwin. Just reminding everybody in the chat room that every Friday night we do this special show. It's 60 minutes and it's full of very, very quick, fast aircraft. This Friday, we've been doing different themes over the last few weeks. This Friday, it's called The Bears Live Birthday Show. All right, well, it's next Saturday, my birthday, but as a thank you to everybody that put those wonderful donations in last Friday night, I was talking about this particular book that I liked the look of, and it's the 50th anniversary book of the Royal International Air Tattoo, and with all those kind donations, I've put the order in, so that's on its way very, very soon, so thank you. But this Friday's theme is going to be special painted aircraft, all right? Not just fast jets, but also special civilian airliners, you know, things like jumbos and what have you. So make sure you join us Friday night. And towards the end of the show, we always do this special called Meet the Fans. If you want to take part in that, just drop myself an email in the subject, put Meet the Fans. Email address is airshowworld1, that's the figure 1, at gmail.com. Snow Tiger 45 saying excellent, merci. And saying bonjour to you. So don't miss Friday night show. Don't miss tomorrow afternoon show at 1 o'clock. We'll be going back to 1994 and playing you some incredible footage from, it's part 2 of Yeovilton D-Day celebrations from 1994. It was the 50th anniversary of D-Day. With aircraft like Mirage 29s, Tomcats. When I said Mirage 29s, I meant MiG 29s, MiG 23s, Superintendards. Did I mention Tomcats? I think I did. And a whole lot more. So join us for that. That's tomorrow from 1 p.m. UK time. Meanwhile, back down at the ranch in Switzerland, here's the Patrouille de France. Hey, Lee Davis, don't you worry about that. It's a show you don't want to miss, so it'll be on the first page of Airshow World, okay? So you can watch it at your leisure.
Ils reviennent devant vous et dans cette formation. De vol local. Fumée tricolore pour cette oreille à gauche, donc en formation complète.
Thank you very much there, Kevin. Kevin's saying happy birthday in advance there. Yep. Ooh, bit of cake as well.
Patrouille revient.
And coconut tea. That's what we're... Well, actually, I've drank it.
On part. Diamant, fumée, en couple. Et le tonneau par ici, c'est une figure qui conjugue à la fois la profondeur et le gauche. Vitesse de départ toujours 600 km/h, regardez. On branche le fumée et on effectue donc un tonneau par ici par la gauche. On conjugue à la fois la profondeur, le gauche et le droit et tout ça. Pour le leader, eh bien, il faut effectuer un tonneau avec un taux de roulis constant pour que ce donc puisse tenir leur place. La vitesse là-haut.
Le petit Noïc Rabot qui a 6 ans est attendu au bureau C. Le petit Noïc Rabot est attendu au bureau C.
Voilà, ils arrivent de l'autre gauche, écoutez la radio.
Hey PJ, well thank you for joining us and we'll catch you later. Is going back on the bus. Going back to work on the buses. Watch out for Blakey.
On branche les fumées, on va partir donc en facteur de charge pour les premiers avions. Et regardez donc la séparation des deux tonneaux qui vont donc partir de chaque côté de l'axe de présentation. Et écartement intermédiaire pour la patrouille de France. En face à face, 600 km/h plus chaque appareil, 1200 km/h au total de vitesse de rapprochement, le croisement uniquement tonneau et deux tonneaux.
Absolutely, yes, filmed north of Manchester. Not quite, eh? They certainly don't have mountains like this in the UK.
Sur le dos, le capitaine Sapor est également sur le dos, et le croisement d'eau et deux tonneaux. Alors chaque pilote est de Paris sur un facteur de charge de 7G et rejoint bien sûr la formation.
Come on, Butler, get that airplane out.
Ils vont vous présenter une figure extrêmement dynamique, plus tard. Je vous l'ai décrit. On passe peu.
Well, I've mentioned it a few times in the past before, but I've got this real big love of France, Switzerland, anywhere where there's mountains. Hey, and to have an air show as well, well, what a bonus. I'm most definitely waking up Julie Andrews now with that Alpha Jet coming through nice and low. In fact, not just one, but two.
Big Bang et le solo. Lui sur le gauche en premier rouge, et bien tout d'abord d'assurer la sécurité et ensuite le spectacle. Le capitaine Dalois est sur le dos, sur le jeu, le capitaine Sapor est sur le grand premier rouge.
Hey, Ben Nevis or Snowdon. Yeah, I suppose you could have an air show there, but hey, they're just tiddlers compared to these. Going up to around about 7,000 feet, some of these mountains. Even in the valley just here, I think at the beginning of the show it said in the valley where they are at the moment is Sion, it's around about, what was it, 1,500 feet? Now, what's that big mountain in the USA that they have these time trials, if you like, for racing cars? Now, that, I believe, is around about 14,000 feet up. Miles high, well, I promise I'm not going to burst into Julie Andrews.
Quand ils vont passer devant vous, ils seront à très basse vitesse. Ils vont brancher les fumées. Vous voyez, tous les phares sont allumés parce que le train est sorti, les aérofreins sont sortis, les volets sont sortis. La vitesse actuellement est bien, allez, on va dire 250, de l'ordre de 250 km/h. Et je vais vous demander de remuer vos bras parce que là, les pilotes vont doucement et ils vous voient. Donc vous pouvez remuer les bras pour saluer les pilotes de la patrouille de France qui ne pensent pas une tête. Je vous remercie pour eux.
Oh, there we go, waving like crazy in the crowd. Thank you very much. I couldn't think of it. So JCB and Miles High and a wash. Thank you very much for letting us know. Pikes Peak. Am I correct? 14,000 feet? A wash. Well, I'd imagine it certainly puts those cars through their paces with the lack of oxygen. The higher they go up. 14,000. That is high. Wonderful to see all these great messages in the chat room. And if you wonder what I'm talking about with the chat room, if you're watching this on Facebook, we're having a good chat with everybody on the YouTube channel Airshow World right now. So if you're watching this on Facebook, hey, come on, get yourself over to Airshow World YouTube channel right now, and you can join in and say hi, how you doing? But most importantly, if you are new, don't forget, subscribe to Airshow World, hit the bell icon. And by hitting that bell icon, what it does, it gives you a notification just before we go live, or at least that's the theory. Well, that was a damn good guess of mine, wasn't it, John? Eh? And don't forget, hit the like icon as well. I forgot about that one, Julie. What an amazing looking aircraft, the Saab Viggen. Well, I'll give the Swedish their due. They certainly know how to make amazing looking aircraft. The Saab Viggen, Saab Draken. Palajar, I think that's how you say your name, but excuse me if I'm wrong. Saying good evening to everybody, and he's from Indonesia. What time is it over there in Indonesia? Let me see if I can work that one out. Around about 10 to 9 in the evening over there in Indonesia. So great to have you on here and enjoy some great aviation. We're taking you back. This is 1997 over in the beautiful, stunning Swiss Alps down in the valley at Sion. S-I-O-N. It's their air show they had. I believe it was around about the 8th of June 1997. Okay, we're going to go quiet again and turn up the volume. Here we go, nice and loud. Coming up pretty soon, we're going to play one of my own personal DVDs that I produced back in 2006. So give you an idea of the sort of DVDs that we do. Gary, thank you for putting the message in, letting us know where he's from North Walsham, over there in Norfolk. And he's just doing a bit of reminiscing about the great air shows we used to have over there at Mildenhall, the Mildenhall Air Fates. If you like that sort of stuff, Airshow World's your place. We'll be playing you some of those in the very, very near future. Very nice there, Phoebe. Keeping the special mentions going out, we've got our very own super fan. That's our wonderful Phoebe Stern. Wonderful maneuverable aircraft. Currently looking at the Mirage 2000 from the French Air Force. Thank you very much, Wash. We look forward to seeing probably some of that. Towards the end of the year or early January, we'll have a Wash on the Wash 2004 on Meet the Fans. There you go, Julie. You know what to do. Phoebe says, how you doing, Stu? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sound like Elvis again. Hey Elvis, where are you? Hope you're still there enjoying the show. How's Tracy? What an air show this was. Not just a great backdrop, but wow, the aircraft that they had that particular year. So James E, you're a top man. Oh, they soon come and go, Andrew. And if you remember, we started the show off with the in-cockpit footage of the Swiss aerobatic team. Well, here's their display and their homeland in Switzerland. So this is some fabulous video coming up. Let me just double check, see if we've got any more of this particular video. Right, while I'm just setting the next item up, just bear with the bear. We've got more coming. In fact, we're going to open one of the bear's DVDs that I produced back in 2006 together with my daughter. That was Heather. And at some point on that particular video, we'll show you some of the photographs that were taken as well. Now remember, she would have only been 6 years old. Now when you see some of those photographs, you won't believe it, I promise you, but we haven't got Morris in the room. Well, he hasn't said anything in the chat room yet, but Morris was right next to us while we were actually videoing and filming this particular video that you're going to see next. And all the people around, including the Red Arrows, and they came up and said, how can she hold that camera? It's huge. So that's coming up in just a couple of moments, all right? We'll put that DVD in, and I keep thinking whether to actually... You See, DVDs nowadays, they're quite old hat, really, aren't they? Everything's all streamed live over the internet. But, hey, if I get enough requests for DVDs and what have you, I may consider putting some of the footage onto DVDs. But it's something I'll have to think about if we get enough requests to be able to do that, all right? Let's try and launch this, shall we? So there we go. Okay, DVD in. Let's see what we've got coming up. So there we go. There's the actual DVD. So what does it say? Royal International Air Tattoo, Fairford, Sunday, 16th of July 2006. Video by Stu Bear. Photographs by let's have a look. Sadie and Stewie. All right, so here's just a couple of the photographs just before we go to the video. Okay, so let's see if we can get this up on full screen. There we go. And that's rather a nice aeroplane. In fact, I might even show you a full video of that coming up in just a moment. So remember, these photographs you're just looking at the moment. So for anybody new or young, should I say, hey, don't be afraid. Get that camera out there. Go to the air shows. And remember, she was 6 years old when she was taking some of these incredible shots. So well done. We were so proud. In fact, she ended up doing the official calendar for the Royal International Air Tattoo. Trying to think of the year. I think it was 2010. But hey, there's a lot more photographs on this particular DVD. But we're going to go back in a second to the first screen. So just bear with me. Bear with the bear, as we keep saying. So let's go back to the first page. So when you click on video, this is what we, I say, produced way back then. And then you went to each one of these particular menus. All right, okay, let's see, what else do we have? The red arrows finishing off with. Okay, whoops, full screen. There we go. So let's start it off. Let's hit the video and see what we come up with. All right, see all these interactive menus. Yeah, hey, we did a good job. So this was the actual video, so take it away. Royal International Air Tattoo, Sunday, July 2006. And taking off right now, you can see what it says. Royal Air Force Hawk from RAF Valley. Wings _2 says, hey, I'm neither new or young. I know the feeling then, Wings.
I'm going to push out from 60 degrees northbound.
Phoebe, asking about the cats. Let me have a look. I might have one behind me. Hold on. I certainly do, Phoebe. Yeah, one of the cats is sat right behind me. She's looking a bit grumpy because she can't see out the window. I think I better fix that, so hang on a second. When was this filmed, says Phoebe. It was filmed July 2006. So you were 6 years old. Heather, my daughter, was 6 years old, and she took the photographs.
1.5 million flying hours, and 1 million of those have been here in the UK. In fact, if you look at the aircraft when it lands, you'll see 1 million UK Hawk hours. So for 4 feet, put you on the 45. And a guy called Duncan Simpson, who's a Great Hawk Sibley test pilot. He flew in the Hawk.
Looking over you.
1 million.
Please move. Pushing back down.
Oh, and also don't forget, if you're watching this and you've got a nice audio setup with those speakers, make sure you are turning up, and you should have these aircraft literally flying all around the room, because recorded with 2 separate mics, so should get the real nice stereo sound.
And that's where the pilot learns how to use a high-performance aircraft as a weapon system.
Hey, where they are. Somewhere back there. Aircraft second slower, we only need 3,600 feet off the top to ensure an accurate control.
Well, I tell you what, you want to see what my cats look like? Well, join the Facebook group. I'll tell you what, I'll post a couple of photographs on there sometime. And here we go with the adverts. Here we go, quickly. After this pass. Time for the adverts. Okay, so what have we got to tell you? Well, there's the Facebook group of, hey, it was put together by Julie and the Airshow World fans, and it's simply called Airshow World Fan Page. Okay, it's a Facebook group. And all you have to do is just pop over, find that, and I'm sure Julie will put a link to that group so you can get directly to it. But hey, don't you dare stop watching Airshow World, we'll miss you. And pop over there, say, yeah, let me in. And I'm sure Julie or myself or one of the gang will let you in, alright? So you can post all sorts of stuff. Doesn't always have to be about aircraft. Just like when you take part in Meet the Fans on a Friday night. That's the Friday night 60-minute show. Okay, if you want to be part of Meet the Fans, all you got to do is just drop the bear an email, and the email address is airshowworld1@gmail.com. That's the figure 1. Okay, Julie will put a link in the chat room over here live on Airshow World YouTube channel right now. So if you're watching this on Facebook, pop over, put some messages in the chat box, we'll say hi to you.
Now that's an outside turn. He's on the outside of that turn. The aircraft is partially upside down. That means that he's undergoing an awful lot of negative G, probably -2.5 or -3. Very unpleasant, as the blood tends to rush to the head and make your eyes go red, and it's all very uncomfortable. We'll see quite a lot of negative G, but that's one example of where it happens. So
and there it is.
Now...
As if by magic, Julie's just put the email address into the chat room. So thank you very much, Julie.
Half roll into an upside down position, and then do what he calls a lazy 8 manoeuvre. Very gentle half roll, though he is actually upside down over the top. It's really more of a Kluber's manoeuvre, that. But he'll come back down after this. Now, that colour scheme is new for the yellow. They've changed it to black with the yellow markings, because black is actually a very conspicuous colour for an aeroplane against
Plus-proof pictures, +17.
aircraft. You want to have the aircraft as opposed to combat aircraft where you don't want to have it conspicuous. Got up to about 2,000 feet at the top of the loop there, heading away from us on the 45-degree angle, the first of many Derry turns. Watch the aircraft roll to the left, roll round underneath, and end up turning right. Derry turn named after John Derry, the famous de Havilland test pilot. When Nick brings the aircraft
to Golf Alpha, please.
A-axis, that we were talking about.
So literally playing this from a DVD that I made back in 2006. So hey, if you are interested in DVDs, by all means, drop the bear an email. And instead of putting something like in the subject, meet the fans, just put something like, I don't know, you're interested in a DVD. And, you know, I can't promise anything, but just all depends. If I get lots of requests, I might go down that avenue. But we will see what happens in the near future, okay? So just a thought.
Doing during the day. This is what's called the split S manoeuvre.
Leader 8, Roger. Just listen out. I'll get you across very shortly.
He rolled the aircraft onto his back, so he's ready to pull it through on the other side and arrive back with us the right way up.
Yes, definitely get the cats on, won't we?
2 leaves of a clover leaf. Sometimes use quarter clover, 1 leaf of it.
Crunchid. Someone just every time I see that, I think, yeah, I could just fancy one of those, a nice crunchy.
You will be a little while, I'm afraid.
Change of direction, that's the first leaf, so that takes him through 90 degrees, so he's onto that B axis, but he'll do another leaf which should bring him back onto the A axis.
So Sunday afternoon with your feet up, having a oh, I've drank all my tea. Hey, if anybody can hear me, cup of tea?
Clouds make a good picture of the aeroplane. It gives you something relative to see what the aeroplane is doing, something in the background. There's the second half of the clover leaf.
Yes. We keep saying it's not all about aeroplanes on that Facebook group, so yeah, please put some of your pictures on there, Peter. Peter's into his if you wonder why I stop every now and again, so you can hear the sound of the aircraft, obviously. Yes, he's into his trains. So we'll find out more on Friday night, because Friday night, Peter Colebrook, he stars in Meet the Fans. So looking forward to that and showing you some of his what he gets up to in his spare time.
In fact, with this little wind, we might just have the figure of 8.
The Coldstream, please be ready to move when you...
Crunchid 8 says, hey, what's happening tomorrow at 1 p.m. our time? Thank you for reminding me. I'll tell you right after this pass.
A long way up.
And we'll be looking for crossing when convenient.
And back to the adverts. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. UK time. Please make sure you join us. It's part 2 of that fantastic series that we've been doing. So what it is, it's Yeovilton 1994. They had a very special event. And it was around about June time. And what it was for the 50th anniversary of D-Day. And some of the aircraft you're going to see are just spectacular. So if you like your old jets, you will love it. That's tomorrow.
I read the wrong line in the script, didn't I? He rode the thing all the way around and stopped at each 90.
04, confirm your maximum altitude, your radius of display.
So we'll be showing that tomorrow afternoon, and a few other bits and bobs thrown in as well. So good old mixture, but the main highlight tomorrow is, for me, the Tomcats. We're not talking about pussycats anymore, okay? So, and some of the most fantastic fly pasts that you'll ever see. So, quite rare footage as well. I did a search on YouTube, and there's very, very little footage of that. So,
there he's pulling up. This is a big, wide, gentle barrel. You can imagine a big barrel right on.
But Airshow World, I've got so much footage of that, I've had to put it into 3 episodes. Last week was part 1, and if you want to get a feel of what tomorrow's going to be about, check it out, okay? That's on the first page right now of Airshow World, but don't go over yet, because we've still got lots of action coming up this afternoon on this Sunday afternoon show, live from the edit room, and we've moved on from Switzerland, and you can see, you can't see any mountains now. But this is Royal International Air Tattoo 2006. Literally playing from one of my old DVDs that I produced back in that year.
Anyway, I was explaining about the centre of the display. It's marked by big orange markers with the BAE systems logo. upside down to upside down. You'll see most of the aircraft centering their displays on the 3 orange markers. That's called display datum.
On time.
And I think that's Nick DeWitt completing his display.
Basically, it's still another black aeroplane. Sean was saying it's...
Turbo Tim's World says when you're at Riyadh, they have their own radio station that plays all the commentary, and he could receive it on his farm where he was at. And hey, if you remember Turbo Tim, we featured him a couple of weeks ago on Meet the Fans. Lots of noise, take it away, Gripen.
Starting to cruise, yes,
What's the title of this video? Oh, Crunchit is checking out the one from Yeovilton from last week. I think that's the question. Crunchit 8, if you just have a look on the first page, just look for the icon of a Tomcat, alright? Tomcat F-14, alright? Yes, I keep forgetting that, Julie. Friday night, this week. Birthday special, The Bear. 21 again. Yeah, how many times? Oh, goodness. Now, quite often what I do with a lot of the videos, I actually put them out again, like that Yeovilton one. Normally, I would put that out again without all the chit-chat from myself, but the Yeovilton one, that is going to stay as an absolute special, okay? So I may consider at some point putting that on a DVD if we get enough response and what have you, but we'll see. That's something I'm just thinking about, but that particular one, the Yeovilton 50 special, that will not be going out on its own merit, if you like, but you can see the show replay that we had it on last Monday. Phoebe, what a champion you are! And why do I say Phoebe's a fantastic champion? Well, she's just put £1.99 as a donation to Airshow World. So thank you very much. It's all very much appreciated. As of course, I'm sure you all know, it's absolutely free to watch Airshow World. It's free to put a message in the chat room, but... What's the but? We'll tell you. If you'd like to put a donation in, you see the little dollar icon? That's all you have to do, right? And it all certainly helps, and because next year, hopefully, we'll be at the air shows, and goes towards things like new equipment and what have you. Oh, thank you for clapping. Uh-huh. And of course, to run Airshow World, it does cost quite a lot, I can tell you. But it's all appreciated. I never ask for anything, but if you do feel like you want to do that, well, it's much appreciated. So thank you very much. And also to everybody that donated on Friday night. That was amazing. I just mentioned that I liked the look of this particular book that's coming out. It's called the 50th Anniversary of the Royal International Air Tattoo. And straight away, people kept putting donations in saying, there you go, Stu, you can buy that book. So thank you very, very much. And Phoebe, you're a superstar. Thank you for that donation.
Northern Norway down to their base, which is just close to the entrance to the Red Sea, which is called Djibouti.
Behind the western end, back into red from there, please.
Squadron back in January 1995. And they've got 8 of these aeroplanes. They're not the only aircraft type they've got on the squadron. They operate a couple of Cessna F406 Caravan 2s, which are used for towing targets for ground-to-air shooting. And they also use them as VIP transport. Today by Warrant Officer Ludwig Bulliard. It's the 3rd year that he's been the display pilot. He's the squadron chief flying instructor. He originally joined the French Army.
Well, those donations, Phoebe, they do make a huge, big difference, and it's much appreciated, and it makes me think, yeah, hey, it's worth doing these for you guys, so thank you very, very much. More adverts coming later.
Crew members on board. There's the captain and the co-pilot.
But if you're watching this right now over on Facebook, we're going to be leaving you on Facebook in around about 3 minutes from now. So if you want to continue watching the show, pop over to Airshow World live right now on YouTube. All right, so as you can see in the graphic, the Royal Netherlands Air Force F-16 solo display, and what a beautiful painted aircraft it is too. So everybody that's been watching on Facebook, thank you for joining me this afternoon. It's going to be exclusively now over on Airshow World YouTube. So if you're watching on Facebook, please pop over to Airshow World YouTube right now. I'm going to be cutting that stream in exactly 30 seconds. I don't envy you at all there, Yorkshire Pud. Gotta go shopping. No. Catch you later there, Yorkshire Pud. Top man. So everybody on Facebook, thank you for joining us this afternoon, and we're switching right now to YouTube only. Catch you on there.
It's only got one engine. It's a Pratt & Whitney F100 PW200 turbofan. It produces 27,000 pounds of thrust.
Area, hold position, but just to explain the plan, Tornado, it will be eventually to backtrack full length on your left, on the left-hand side of the runway. Harrier, it will be to cross the runway and down the northern parallel.
Hard points. So carry other missiles, AMRAAMs, smart bombs, electronic countermeasure pod, and also a big tank on the centerline point if it needs to go a long way. You can see those lights underneath the aircraft indicating that the gear is down. Not quite a touch and go, but nearly a touch and go.
Okay, my undivided attention. So this is where it's only on right now. And we still have lots more to come this afternoon, so hey, if you're popping out and making yourself a cup of tea, don't worry. We should still be here for at least another 1 hour of great aviation footage, so don't you dare go anywhere. Keep on subscribing, keep on sharing the videos, put the thumbs up and all the good stuff. And if you have just joined us this afternoon, well, thank you very, very much. Great to have your company on this Sunday afternoon. Live from the edit room with the Bear. Crunch at 8. I will give you all that information in just a moment, okay, my boy? Crunch at 8. Okay, if you have a look in the description of this video right now, you'll see there's a lot of links there and giving you different information about different things, which we'll go through just a little later. But there's one particular one, and it tells you about the video camera that I actually use these days. It's a brilliant camera, especially for handheld, and it does 4K. So have a look, all right? The look for the what is it? Sony AX something or other. So great piece of kit. I certainly recommend it. Not too overpriced.
We have 3 or 4 of these aircraft from different countries. This time we only just have the one.
Again, I thank you. And if you are interested in that particular video camera, click on the link, and if you did order it from there, it goes direct to Amazon, and hey, Airshow World gets a tiny little percentage, okay? So much appreciated if you do that.
Vacate left.
Relating, of course, to the Merlin engine Spitfire, but this isn't the Merlin engine Spitfire, it's the later March 19 version with the big Griffin engine. See half as big again.
Going to go nice and quiet so you can hear this on all those speakers. Here we go.
This actual aeroplane is a very historic aircraft.
204, and confirm your maximum radius, maximum altitude for the display.
My father's old squadron, whose motto, as I recall, is Aperta, Aperta. Hidden things.
You certainly have, Erwin. He's got the same video camera that we actually use. It's great handheld camera, it really is. But for live streams, I do use the tripod because you can't do live streams holding a camera all the time. obviously this wasn't taken with that particular camera. This was taken a long time ago. Certainly before the days of 4K and what have you. I don't film in 4K because the equipment that I have here to do the video editing is certainly not up to the job. Who knows what next year will bring with Airshow World? If the account keeps going up, we may be able to think about some new equipment. But certainly at the moment, it's not feasible to be able to do that. But as I say, who knows what next year will bring?
Fighter Command fielded 19 squadrons of Spitfires.
Victoria Bird says, love this video. Well, thank you very, very much. You notice I keep going quiet in between the passes. I don't want to miss the sound. And to just let you know, the actual video that you're watching at the moment, it's a video that I produced back in 2006, right? It's the DVD that I actually produced with the video and the photographs from the Royal International Air Tattoo. And if we get a chance, we'll probably show you some of the photographs that she was only 6 at the time, Heather, and some of the photographs that she took, and you'll be very surprised. Miles High asking the question, any Harriers still flying? Well, certainly not in RAF hands. The Spanish, they still have some. In fact, we had a couple popped over to the Royal International Air Tattoo back in 2019, and of course, Airshow World's got video footage of it. Lots of sound, lots of noise, so hope that didn't deafen you too much. Here we go, another one of our favourites. Going from speaker to speaker, from Lossiemouth. Display of the RAF Tornado, get it right? Technician Eric, good day to you, nice to see you on. And there's Julie in the chat room just reminding everybody that, hey, don't forget, subscribe to Airshow World, hit the bell icon, and the more folks we get on, the more I think, yeah, it's worthwhile doing these afternoon shows for you. And more news about afternoon shows and what's coming up Friday night. Trevor Lyon says, hey, it's not live, you liars. Oh, you nasty little boy. We're live from the edit room. Read the title. Okay, live from the edit room. There's certainly no air shows at the moment. We're going back to, at the moment, looking at the Royal International Air Tattoo 2006. All right, so I hope that answers your question, young man. That's, who was it? Trevor Lyon. I wish there was live air shows at the moment, young man.
To commence your display, starting from west to east. Roger. Should come about another couple of miles closer. There is an aircraft in display at the moment, but if you're happy to hold 2 miles to the southwest of the...
Hey, so Trev, whereabouts are you in the world? Let us know. That's Trev Lyon, or is it Leon? Trev Leon? Yeah, me too, yeah. Hey, what time is it? It's 14:37, just coming up to, so there we go. Sunday afternoon, 29th of November 2020. So hey, we're certainly alive. We're talking to everybody in the chat room. Shall I call it chat box? There you go, chat box. That's especially for Phoebe.
Across the Charlie, north to south when available, please.
Ah, nice one there, Trev. You're up at Topcliffe. Nice, yeah. Up there in North Yorkshire, am I right? Not too far from Leeming, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm sure that's where Topcliffe is. So enjoy the show, and yep, I'm not a liar. Goodness gracious. I got quite upset then. What a beautiful... this Airshow was absolutely scorching hot as well, I can tell you. You can tell by the blue skies taken in July of that particular year, which is when, of course, they have the Royal International Air Tattoo. Fingers crossed we get it next year. What do you think the chances are, guys? Is it worth me booking my tickets or not? Hey, just before you go there, Crunchid 8, just remind me, whereabouts in the world are you? Because he says he needs his little bit of sleep, so just let us know.
Roger, Zoom climate approved.
Aviation Kid playing Snow Runner on his... I tell you what though, Crunchid, if you want to sleep, sounds like that. You wouldn't get to sleep hearing that, would you? The wonderful tornado.
Leader vehicles on frequency. Get leader 6, can you go to Fox South, please?
And as you can see, way back in the days when Lynham was an active airfield. So that's where this aircraft said where it actually came from. The C-130 Hercules. Hey, did you hear that bump just then? That was one of my cats. Decided, yep, wants to go for a drink somewhere, I think.
Hercules, finals go down.
Either that or it wants to do something else, if you know what I mean. Okay, while this is pretty quiet at the moment, quickly go through the adverts that and what have you. So, hey, if you're into these radios, you know, you can probably hear in the background the radio comms that we recorded while we were doing this particular video. So, I've got a very good friend out there called Rick King, and he's produced this absolutely brilliant book that came out last February. Well, the good news is the brand new book of his frequencies for all the airband radio frequencies. It's his brand new book comes out in just a couple of weeks. all updated with all the latest frequencies. So it's a great thing to have if you've got one of these airband radio scanners, and we'll put a link in just a moment. In fact, if you look in the click on more on this particular video, you will see there's lots of links there, and there should be one for the book, but that's the old book. I'll be updating that very soon. But also he makes airband radio aerials, and boy are they brilliant as well. So very well made. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, anything to do with airband stuff like the antennas, certainly check out those links that are in this video right now. Click on more and you'll see there's a few links to those. And also he has his own webpage that you can check out, and that's the UK Airband Radio Frequency Guide. Alright, so Google that and check it out. Meanwhile, I've got to sort the cat out. Back with you in a minute.
Capable of in-flight refueling, though at the moment the in-flight refueling probe is not fully on.
Thanks for the efforts, but now it's no longer required. I think there's some other method being devised to get it.
Okay, thank you.
Des Lynam. Goodness gracious, aviation kid, that's going back a bit, isn't it, eh?
Dave Kirby. He was joined originally as a navigator, flew in the Tornado GR1, and then he transferred through the multi-engine conversion.
We'll do that. Back to Fox North, please.
We'll go.
C-130J pilot will have no previous Hercules experience. After 3 years on the C-130, he is now an instructor on the tactical training flight. Down at 100 feet, big aeroplane, around about 250 miles an hour.
Yes, we were talking about Lynam, weren't we? So, a few years ago, we were very honoured, if you like, to be... we had a weekend over at RAF Lynam, and they had this special meet of Hercules planes, all transporter planes, and we were asked if we would go over and film it. I'm trying to think of the year. I think it was around about 2000, 2001, and... it was a really, it was a great weekend. It really was. We were put up in one of the, believe it or not, the officers' mess. Wow, I've never known anything like it. It was like going back to, you know, these old war films you see, you know, and they're all in there with their smoking their pipes and all the rest of it, and they've got the silver service and all of that, and pictures of the Queen all around the walls and what have you, and I say, old boy, and all that. That's exactly what it was. It was amazing. We had a great time. We were made really, really welcome. Put up in a wonderful room as well. I say, in the officers' mess, free food, you name it. It was absolutely amazing. While everybody else, all the squaddies and what have you, had to put up with the local spa shop and the takeaways they had on base. We were really treated incredible. I say, silver service. It was It was crazy. And we've got some great videoing. And you know what? I'll put that video out sometime on one of these shows. And you can see what we actually filmed. And it was pretty good fun. I kept expecting to see Douglas Bader, you know. It was that sort of atmosphere. It was crazy. And of course, while the squad is, I don't know if that's the right word or tone to use, but while they were paying full prices for all their drinks, we were paying around about, 20 pence for a pint, and or if you were having Coca-Cola, 10 pence. It was just brilliant. What a great time it was.
Service with the United States Army in '62 during the Vietnam War, following the unsuccessful Bristol Belvedere project, the Royal Air Force ordered Chinooks in 1970.
What's the vehicle at the holding point there? Not talking.
And of course, another one of the favourites. Where is it this time? Of course, Odium, where they're based. So, looking at the RAF's very own Chinook. If you've never been to Odium, recommend popping down sometime.
The moment. Sorry.
Andrew Austin saying, well, is Lynham still used? No, it's not. It was a fabulous RAF airfield, whatever you want to call it. But they moved all the resources over to Bryce Norton, which is not far away at all from Lynham. Well, you certainly always know when there's a Chinook about with that very distinctive chopping sound. And yes, he certainly does throw that around. And great to see Barry back in the chat box again. I have to call it chat box when Phoebe Stern's about. It always puts a bit of a grin on her face, so we've got to keep on Phoebe smiling. So hey Phoebe, great to see you in the chat box today. Don't eat all the soft centres though. Giving us a big hand. Hey, well, John, keep those old photographs coming, all right? We absolutely love them. And where has John just put those photographs? He said, I've just put them on the fan page. And that, of course, is the Airshow World fan page. Facebook group, okay? It's a group, not a page, so you can post whatever. And that's what John's just done. So thanks, John, and thanks to everybody for maintaining that. That's the Airshow World fans. They started that up, so thank you very, very much. Hey, well, Barry, he's been in and out and doing his stuff. And Barry is from the USA, and it's always great. I've mentioned it many, many times, but I love, hey, you know the bear, he loves everybody, but I'm a big fan of all things USA, so especially the US Air Force, and that's why I try to pop over to Mildenhall and Lake Heath as often as possible. But most of all, I love USA proper Coca-Cola. Oh, it tastes gorgeous. My eyes are rolling thinking about it. Yes, we should see the red arrows in a couple of moments doing their display, but at least as far as my memory serves me. But on this DVD that we're watching, it's got all the menus, so you can actually flick to your favourite bits and what have you. So yes, it's something I used to do, making the DVDs. I don't tend to do them anymore unless I got lots of requests. Here we go. Is this roller coaster time? Hey, so we'll watch 2004. What am I not going to believe? Ooh, nice one. So Awash says, hey, next year, me and my mum, we might come over to the UK. Well, if you come over, certainly come over when the air shows are on, and, you know, look out for the bear, okay? Beware the bear. Beware the bear. That was a horse that was running yesterday, wasn't it? Awash, if you get your timings right, and the air shows do happen next year, hey, it's not just Duxford you could catch. Make sure you try to time it for the Royal International Air Tattoo. That's what we're looking at right now, and it's certainly known as the world's biggest and best military air show. It's one you do not want to miss, especially the arrivals and departure days. They are very special. But this is the air show day 2006. Three to 1 odds, Stu. A loose chicken in the living room. Do you know what? If I was a chicken, I would go nowhere near a house at on a Sunday afternoon. You know, I've got visions of you know, that little bit on the Muppet. You know, where you have the guy going around, the chef. You know, going hey Buddha 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 Booty Booty Boo. You know, with a cleaver trying to chop its head off. So, hey, chicken, get out there quick. You may be Sunday roast. Now, that is really useful information there, John Robinson. So, he's put in the dates for Duxford.
For information, the Typhoon
24th of July, Duxford Air Festival. Sunday, 25th of July. Nice. 18th of September, Duxford Battle of Britain Air Show. So that sounds all good, doesn't it? So certainly hope it happens. And in between all of that, just before the weekend before that, you've got the Royal International Air Tattoo. So you could take in the Air Tattoo and Duxford as well. What could be better? Yeah, the first thing that came to my mind, yeah, was the Muppets, you know. Chickens are running around.
Moment when you do cross, you'll be going to the northern taxiway, and then just after the Friedland hangar, where the Lancaster is parked, we're going to have to maneuver you just into the holding bay there, just to move to the right, to allow a landing aircraft past you. Copy that, leader 6. Could you copy that? Thank you.
Thank you, Barry, reminding everybody. I always forget. But, yeah, saying, hey, goodness gracious, 52.6 thousand. Goodness gracious me, that's how many subscribers we have now. It's absolutely shot up in the last 6 months of doing the live streams. So thank you very, very much to everybody that keeps subscribing to Airshow World. And if you haven't, hey, what you're waiting for? Subscribe to Airshow World right now. You won't regret it. Hit the bell icon. You'll know when we're live. We do lots of these live streams, especially live from the edit room. But, of course, next year, fingers crossed, God willing, we'll be out and about at the airfields and bringing you the live action from these airports, airfields, you name it. We'll be out and about. Oh yes, nobody mentioned anything about the Formula One, okay? No mentions of the Formula One in here. I'm going to watch that later on. Over here in the UK, you have to pay quite a lot of money to be able to watch Formula One live, but I always like to watch it later in the evening or early next morning, so it's a case of avoiding the news and everything, but Andrew is saying, hey, it's only been cancelled twice. Yes, and I remember that year when it was cancelled before. That was bizarre that year. It was really such a shame. The arrivals days, and especially the Friday, certainly put paid to that air show. But as is, the weekend came and the weather was absolutely beautiful. Saturday and Sunday, the weather was incredible. But unfortunately the damage had been done, so they couldn't hold the air show that weekend. But the sunshine came out on the Saturday and Sunday and dried everything up, and by the Monday we were all allowed back in for the departure day. So we got the arrivals, we got all the practice displays, didn't get the air show, which was a huge shame because the lineup was incredible for that year. But I really enjoyed it because my favourite part of the air shows are the arrivals and departures, and the best was, I think we got around about to around about 85% of what we paid for the because I like to go into the Friat enclosure, so we got around about 85% back, so it paid for the next year, and I was delighted. You know what, they're miles high. You're absolutely right. He says Dogs have owners and cats have staff. I think this was the particular year, if anybody was at RIAT this particular year, 2006. Now I seem to remember on the Friday the Typhoon did a display, and I'll tell you in a second. So it did its practice display in front of the top brass and everything else, and it came in for its slow pass, and all of a sudden it literally fell from the sky, and it was just about a fraction of a second of hitting the ground, and then it just powered up and managed to unbelievably recover. We all thought that's it, it is crashing, but it was literally a millisecond away from going down. And when it happened, all my friends from the grandstand came down saying, "Hey Stu, you got the video, you got it, didn't you? You filmed it." The truth of it was, no. I used to call him Moped. This guy, he used to follow me everywhere, and he had this great load of hair, and it was stood in front of me, and I gave up. To say I was slightly annoyed is an understatement. My phone just kept ringing, and folks kept saying, "Hey Stu, got to see that video," because they know I film everything. I said, no. Guess who got in front of me? And of course, yes, I've mentioned his name. Well, what we used to call him anyway. So watch out for somebody with loads of black hair standing in front of you.
675, he will give you a call.
Hey, well, Barry, as always, great to see you. Thank you for the donation on Friday. It means one hell of a lot, so thank you very, very much. And to everybody else that put the donations in on Friday night, thank you. So there you go, awash. There's another one for your diary. So you can see the Flying Legends, Royal International Air Tattoo, maybe Yodelton, and also Duxford on the, what was it, the 25th, round about that? So July, busy month. Here we go. Back to another one of these hinds that we saw earlier. You remember when we were showing the yes, the video from Switzerland. Here's a very, very nice painted up one. Thank you, Julie, for reminding us about that. Yeah. Coming up this Friday night, 7 p.m. UK time, our Disco Stew's very own birthday bash. Join us for a special night. Thank you very much for putting that in the chat room. So make sure you join me Friday night, okay? 7 p.m. And this Friday's night's theme, apart from cake, birthday cake, is special painted aircraft. Okay, so that's going to be this Friday night's theme. Okay, so hopefully we'll dig out some great video footage for you of aircraft with nice painted up schemes, just like this one. This is very nice with a tiger on the side. Well, we've still got some more aircraft coming up for you on today's live show, so we've still got a few more features to come your way. So you still got time to keep sharing the video. Let's get a lot more folks on today, all right? So, hey, please join us and keep sharing the videos, all right? And if you have just popped along, or you're just sitting there wondering, shall I put a message in? Shall I not? Please do put a message in. As long as it's respectful to everybody, you'll be more than welcome to put a message in the chat room, okay? And we'll say hi, hello, and how you doing. Also, let us know whereabouts in the world you are. Trev says 40th Stu. It's near enough. I'll take that. It's near enough.
Continue.
What things for Christmas, Phoebe says. Oh, goodness only knows. Hey, I don't want anything. I really don't. And just in the background of this video, you probably heard one of my fantastic friends letting me know, saying, "Hey Stu, coming in now."
Red VC10, Tiger 01 is the helicopter is touching on.
So there must be something special coming for him to give me that alert, and here we go. VC10 tanker together with the Red Arrows.
Vacate right and contact surface ground, 119.415.
And the other guys that were with me that you can probably hear every now and again was a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine, no longer with us. And that was my fantastic friend Darren, who died well too young. I don't think he even reached the age of 40. It was absolutely tragic. So he was a wonderful guy. Had a camera shop. Brilliant photographer, great video man, and a wonderful friend. So Darren, or anybody that knew him, this is for you, mate.
Holding, make that.
Beautiful blue skies, watching the Red Arrows, and thank you again, Julie. Julie's putting these brilliant messages in the chat room, just reminding everybody all about what goes on with Airshow World and our special Friday night shows. And we do that little feature towards the end of the show that is called Meet the Fans, and all you need to do, just drop an email, okay? So, and the email address is in the chat box right now. But for anybody who can't see that, I will tell you in a moment the email address, and in the subject just put Meet the Fans. Easy as that. All we need from you is a few photographs, maybe some links. If you've got a YouTube channel, I can give that a mention, and we could even have a look at it as well. And that email address, are you ready for it? It's AirshowWorld1, that's the figure 1, at gmail.com. Easy as that. It certainly was, Julie, and yeah, when I see these, I always think of that wonderful, wonderful guy. He was a big friend of mine, great friend of Morris's. He literally went to bed with a bit of a sore throat. Said to his wife, yeah, I'm going for a bit of a lie down, don't feel too good. And that was it. Never woke up again. So hey guys out there, enjoy every single day. Hey Trev, you missed the one. Don't forget, it's AirshowWorld1 at gmail.com. Not a problem there, Trev. Easy to miss out. Oh, that's very kind of you there, Awash. Yeah, he died a few years ago. But, yeah, watching all of these, this particular one as well, especially when I heard his voice in the background. And, yeah, if Morris was on, he would tell you also what a wonderful, wonderful guy he was. One of the nicest people you'd have ever met. That's the correct email address to contact the bear. Well done, Trev. Well, it was Julie's birthday just a couple of weeks ago, and hey, it said she was 100. I really like that. I think I'm going to do the same thing. Beautiful shot. And their radio comms. Fabulous. And of course, as you know, I'm a big fan of the radio comms, and I get loads of requests that when I'm live at the airfields, hey Stu, can you do the radio comms? And unfortunately we can't. It's not a problem when it's old footage like this, but I do have the radio running all the time when I'm at home. That's why I was recommending those antennas from Rick King. So if you're into that sort of thing, radio comms and airband stuff, check those out, okay? Those airband antennas, which are, if you want to know more information about that, have a look in the description of this video right now. Just click on more, you'll see all the links to them. Really well made, and the reception is amazing. I live next to East Midlands Airport, and believe it or not, I pick up the ground at Waddington with those particular antennas, so certainly recommend them.
Coming right now.
Love that manoeuvre. The Jupo brake, wonderful stuff. Here we go, let's do the crossovers. Okay, we're going to move along to some of those photographs that we were telling you about. Okay, so remember, any youngsters out there, these were taken by my 6-year-old daughter at the time, Heather, and absolutely wonderful photographs. So we'll just go through a couple of these, and we saw some of them earlier, but I'll just let it keep running just a little bit longer while I set up the next item, which should be coming. In the meantime, let's keep going through the chat room. So Wings 2, what's he saying? Aha. A message going out there to Julie. Julie, thanks so such a lot for today. You've been an absolute superstar as always, and thank you very, very much for all your work that you've put into creating the Facebook group, okay? And if you haven't already checked it out, or you haven't joined it, do it right now. It's called Airshow World Fan Page, okay? And it's more than a page, it's an actual group where you can put, I don't know, items in. You can put photographs, video clips, all sorts of bits and bobs. And remember, it doesn't always have to be about aircraft all the time. Just like on a Friday night, you can just join that Meet the Fans, even if you're into, like this Friday night, our very own Peter. He's into trains and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to be having him on Friday night. Okay, that's called Meet the Fans. So we'll see a couple of more of these photographs before we move along. Okay, next item coming up is going to be a short video of. Just remind me. Oh yes, we've got a Canberra coming up. Well, that's next for you. Okay, so don't you dare go anywhere. Stay with Airshow World. We're still with you for a few more minutes. Hey, it's like one of those marathon shows today, but I know a lot of folks just pop in and pop out. Before we go to the next bit, while you're seeing these photographs, a quick brief of what's coming up tomorrow at 1 p.m. That's UK time. What we have is this special feature that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks. Last week was part 1. Tomorrow, obviously, part 2. And it's Yeovilton 1994. And basically, that particular summer, June, was it around about June the 8th? They had this special, real special thing that they did for the 50th anniversary of D-Day, and the aircraft that was taking part was just stunning. It's a show that you certainly don't want to miss. And hey, why not check out last Monday's show? That was part 1, and it includes, I always say, my favourite aircraft. That's the F-14 Tomcat. Maybe because of Top Gun and all of that, but it's such a huge, big aircraft. And but lots of other things, flypasts of things like F-18s, 8 or 9 F-15s, and that's all coming up tomorrow afternoon, together with a few other bits and bobs. Possibly a little bit of Waddington Airshow Sunday of 2011, I think it is. So that's all coming up tomorrow. We're going to move along in just a moment to a little bit more video. Hey, well, Andrew, don't forget, all taken by a 6-year-old girl. All of these, incredible, hey? So, youngsters, get those cameras out there. You can do this. You can achieve anything you really want to, okay? So I was too busy taking the videos, which you've just been watching. So I certainly couldn't do them. And Morris, and as you heard as well, Darren that were next to me. Unfortunately, Darren can't confirm that, but Morris certainly can. People would see these videos and go, how the hell did she do that? Well, she certainly did. And you can achieve anything and do whatever you want. Just have the confidence, get out there with those cameras. And that's one of the things when we first started doing Airshow World. I said right from the word go of these live streams, what I want to try to do is encourage, especially the youngsters, to get out there with your cameras and post your pictures about. Don't worry about what anybody ever says. You know, as you know, on Facebook, some people can be quite cruel. There's nothing like that on the Airshow World fan page at all. It's all great people, just like all you brilliant people here today. So, all right, we're going to move along. So, don't forget, you youngsters, get out there with those cameras, take the videos, and maybe start your own YouTube channel. It's all good stuff. Canberra. Did somebody say that? Not Canberra. Canberra. Bring it on. Let's go full screen. I said full screen, young man. Thank you very much.
The camera display in progress. The camber, after he's going to complete, he's going to go down to the south. So I'd like the display aircraft then to break left to go to the Stirling Hold and Hotel Zulu Charlie right to Farnborough.
Andrew, Andrew Austin, she says. Wow, she did a cracking job. Yep, I was very, very, very proud. So I thought we would show that. And those clips were all from this particular video that I told you that I made back in 2006. It was a DVD that I put together with the photographs. I did it for many years, up until around about, well, until Airshow World really took off, and then I just carried on putting all the videos on Airshow World YouTube. But hey, we've still got all these DVDs, so if I did get lots of requests for things on video on DVDs, I might consider doing something like that again. But I think personally though, it's probably easier just to watch it from YouTube, but who knows? Some people like to have something in their hands You could take that either way, couldn't you? But okay, Awash, we'll catch you later, my man. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Oh, into slot cars. Yeah, me too as well. I just wish I had room to rig mine up, I tell you.
Hold, and there'll also be a P621 holding at South Sydney.
Coming up in just a moment, what I'm going to do is give you a short example of what's coming up on Friday night show. Okay, I'll show you just one of the aircraft that we're going to feature. Okay, so remember, Friday night, it's the Bears birthday bash special, whatever you want to call it. It's on Friday night at 7 p.m. But the theme for this particular week is going to be specially painted up aircraft. All right, so some military planes and some civil aircraft. So that's on Friday night, and we're going to show you just one particular aircraft, okay, as an example of what you can expect.
Runway 09 at the moment, position 27 for your departure. The wind is easterly less than 5 knots. The 20 kilometres down for you at 25 knots.
How long? Says Erwin. It's just 1 hour. Okay, so the Friday night show. Hey, make sure you're there just before 7 o'clock because we don't want you to miss any of it. Okay, quite often people pop along saying, "Oh crikey, I've missed off the show," and of course it's on Friday nights. It's exactly 60 minutes long. Join us Friday, says Julie, for Stu's birthday ballroom blitz. Yeah, with the suite as well. There we go. Okay, let's move along right now. This is what you can expect on Friday night. Okay, now this is a beautiful aircraft filmed at Yeovilton. I'm only going to show one. And the guys over at Yeovilton love this video so much. They used it as part of their promotion for their air shows at Yeovilton that they have every year.
That delta and canard configuration that you can see chosen for the excellent high angle of attack manoeuvrability and a combination of range and weapons carrying capability, and of course it has full fly-by-wire controls in towards us for an opposition brake. Navy. We see one aircraft.
So there we go, special painted up aircraft. That's going to be the theme on Friday night. And I'm going to cut that there because it gets even better, right? But you're going to have to wait for that until Friday, okay? So now then, the other day we featured this. And it's certainly well worth giving this a quick replay because, to be honest, I think the sky in this is just incredible. So enjoy some of these beautiful sunset shots. We're going to be closing up shop pretty soon, so if you want to get that message, last message in the chat room, please do it right now. And because we're going to be closing in around about 3 minutes from now. All right, so thank you very, very much for joining us. I just thought I'd wrap up with this for today. We played this in full one day last week, but very old footage again. As you can see, this is RAF Coningsby with the Tornadoes. But what makes this absolute so special is the incredible sunset, and worth another quick play for you. Enjoy this. Thank you very much there, Peter Colebrook, saying, great show, Stu. Thank you very, very much. And Peter is going to be the star of the show on Friday night in the Meet the Fans. So that's this Friday. You know all about that now. Mentioned it so many times. So be with us Friday. Tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to do a quick promo that I did for it. Okay, so that's coming up in a moment. So give you an example of some of the stuff you're going to see tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So if you haven't already done it, make sure you subscribe to Airshow World. Simple to do. All you do, click on the subscribe button, click the bell icon, and then you know the moment that the bear hits the live button. Sometimes you even get around about a 30-minute warning, but hey, YouTube, it's a funny old thing, isn't it? So get those last messages in right now, and we'll give you a quick mention. Thank you very much there, Trev, and it's great to have you on from Topcliffe. So thank you, saying Brill Show, Stu. Thank you very much. So Mondays, it's normally a bit of fast jet action. Tuesday afternoons, well, that's sort of like put your feet up, turn the stereo speakers up on the TV or however you listen to it, and enjoy the classic Warbirds. That's going to be Tuesday. And then after Tuesday, the next show will be, of course, Friday Night Live. And don't forget the cake. What a sunset. Beautiful. So tomorrow's live lunchtime show is going to feature a little bit of this. Here we go. In fact, quite a lot of this, okay? So it's going to be part 2 of the Yeovilton D-Day 50th anniversary special. So this is coming up for you tomorrow, okay? This is a real short little clip just to give you a bit of a feel of the F-14 Tomcats and a whole lot more. There we go. If you've got that on your speakers, that should be driving the cats and the dogs crazy. Ooh. Here we go. One more shot, and then we're going to say have yourself a great rest of your Sunday, because we're going to save all of this for tomorrow, okay? Lots more still coming in, but that's it from the Bear. Okay, on this Sunday afternoon show. I've had a great time. I certainly, if you've enjoyed it as much as me, well, you've had a great time. So thank you very, very much. It wouldn't be the same without you.
Secondi. Ora.
And we saw them earlier. And we saw one of those. Hey, it's been a big old show this afternoon, so hope you've enjoyed it. Have yourself a great, I was going to say weekend, but it's the end of the weekend.
You're clear takeoff and display. The surface wind is 07012.
So see you tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. UK time. Thank you very much. Julie, you're a superstar. Everybody, I love you loads. Okay, take care. Bye from the Bear.